Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back putting a positive spin on The Roommate. The Roommate is a 2011 horror film, and based on its 4.8 out of 10 score on IMDb, it's not all that well liked. This was actually a first-time watch for me, despite always wanting to see this. I remember when it was released in 2011, watching the trailers and thinking, wow, that's a brilliant casting decision. And by that, I mean the combination of Leighton Meester and Minka Kelly. Both young actresses were very popular at the time. Leighton for Gossip Girl, and Minka for Friday Night Lights and Parenthood. And for some reason, they were two actresses people always used to confuse for each other. They do have a similar look, which makes it all the more fitting, considering The Roommate is basically a single white female remake. I guess you could call it more of a reimagining. It's single white female in college, or single white female for a new generation. In fact, Jason and I originally planned to give this one a positive spin last month, on the Saturday of the week we discussed Single White Female for Bravo's Scariest Movie Moments Challenge, and then Single White Female 2, The Psycho, for the Seldom Seen series. But instead, we stuck with part 2s for positive spin in February, to coincide with Franchise Frenzy. So, here we are, putting a positive spin on The Roommate today. Despite its low IMDb rating, I have plenty of positives to mention. First of all, I love the fact that this is pretty much a spiritual remake to Single White Female. It doesn't just follow the formula of this subgenre. It follows the exact formula of Single White Female. The similarities are undeniable, but I won't spoil all of them in this video. Just know that the fact that it has so many things in common is a positive. The cast, which I initially touched upon, is another positive. Leighton Meester and Minka Kelly are both beautiful. They play off of each other well, and Leighton does an incredible job as a psycho. In addition to being nice on the eyes, Minka is the perfect, sweet, innocent protagonist. Danielle Ackles, wife of Jensen, has a role. Billy Zane plays a creep professor. And Nina Dobrev, another popular young actress at the time, makes a brief appearance. Another positive is the first scene we notice something isn't quite right with Rebecca, played by Leighton Meester. She and her new roommate Sarah, played by Minka Kelly, are getting to know each other. Rebecca learns that Sarah's favorite movie is The Devil Wears Prada, since she's a fashion student herself. Rebecca doesn't appear to be a huge fan of the movie, but just moments later in the following scene, we see her hanging the movie poster above her bed. When Sarah returns to the dorm to see it, she makes an odd face. Like, that's weird. As the viewers, we're thinking the same thing. That, of course, is just the tip of the iceberg. Rebecca starts wearing Sarah's perfume, and then she even wears her dead sister's necklace. No, not Rebecca's own dead sister, Sarah's dead sister. The shower attack scene is another positive. I love the use of lighting. And then there's, well, the phone sex scene. Disturbing. Still, undoubtedly a positive. The revenge on the professor is super crazy. Rebecca even goes Mark Wahlberg at one point, like his character in Fear, and starts beating herself. This girl is nuts. Still, that scene is a positive. The gas station scene is another, which I won't spoil. I love the aspect of Rebecca being on medication. At least she's supposed to be taking it. We get a suspenseful sequence of Sarah and her boyfriend Steven researching it. That, along with the other glimpses into Rebecca's home life, are chilling. Her own parents seem to be afraid of her, and for good reason. We are also clearly made aware that Sarah is not the first person with whom Rebecca was obsessed. All of this build-up and extra piece to the puzzle is a positive. The girl-on-girl kiss in the bathroom is a positive. I mean, obviously. I can't forget to mention the tattoo. That damn tattoo. It takes the infamous haircut scene from Single White Female and intensifies it. Maybe my favorite scene of all in The Roommates is the sex stabbing. It's in the darkness, but again, the lighting is done so well, and it's very, very creepy. Yet another positive is the climax, or final battle. It's a cat fight, really. What Sarah says to Rebecca in this scene is a cool throwback to something from earlier in the film. And finally, I really like the ending. As a big fan of Single White Female, and now even Single White Female 2, I loved The Roommate. I'm sure a lot of negativity comes from the fact that it was rated PG-13. And that's understandable, because I do wish it was rated R. Even still, the movie deserves a much higher score than 4.8. I definitely see it as highly rewatchable, and that's one of the things I know Jason loves about it. I love this sort of psychotic obsession subgenre of horror, and The Roommate is top-notch in that category. Of course, that's just how I feel, and you don't have to agree. This is just my positive spin. Please be sure to check out Jason's as well to hear his thoughts on The Roommate. Have you seen it? If so, what do you think of it? Comment below and let me know. To which hated movie will we next give a positive spin? Check back soon to find out. Until then, remember, physical media matters. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and, be kind, subscribe.